What's up, YouTube? It's me, Artisan MC, and I think I'm back. I don't know what the hell was going on last time, but it was not the phone overheating because I hadn't even had it in the sub. So I don't know what the fuck was going on because as soon as I switched to the computer, I was having the same issues with StreamYard. So I'm blaming it on fucking StreamYard. So you can just put it on a list of irritations for today. Stream from home. I will be streaming from home this week, and I can't have this internet fucking spotty like it is right now and not loading up the way it should be. I'm just not doing people today. Which is why I have my fucking camera off because I'm irritable, I'm tired, and I really don't fucking not feeling people today. I'm really not. I wouldn't say it's a scorpionic mood. Irritations. Did not get a good night's sleep because I could not breathe because I had stuff all in my nose and my throat that woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning and kept me awake. So getting off to work today was not fun. And then getting into 100-degree temperatures today and having to be out there. And it was not necessarily enjoyable. But it is what it is. I got my job done. Got all of 2 things finished, which I like doing at the end of a week. I like closing out stuff that was on my list for this week so it doesn't roll over until next week. But there was some stuff still hanging around and some incompetence in getting those closed. So I guess it'll be next week before I get them closed. What else? I've had a headache all day because of the allergies. So the heat didn't make a difference. Yeah, it cleared my nose out, but it kept that headache going. But it is what it is. See everybody ducking out of here. Maybe I should duck out of here too. I do my shit regardless. Because I know I don't have any necessarily bitches to talk about. I don't have any politics I want to talk about. There is no black community I feel like talking about today. I don't. None of that shit is interesting me right now. It's like this week has been like a slow news cycle for YouTube, where all we keep doing is regurgitating the same conversations and trying to stretch other points out into infinitum that don't need to be discussed that damn long. It's just like filling the air with content just for the sake of. But that's the YouTube game. You got to put something out there if you want to be consistent and keep growing your channel. You got to put something up every. But it is what the fuck it is. I absolutely detest having to do something because you have to do it and everybody else does it. That is never a grand selling point for me. That's why I don't find, and it'll be complicated the way I explain this, but why I don't find football that damn interesting. I've played it. I enjoy the mechanics of the game. I enjoy the strategy of the game because it is like playing chess with people. But I do not like the way it's played, where everybody knows exactly what you're supposed to do in a given situation. And everybody plays to that. I don't like that aspect of it. That, to me, makes it predictable and boring. Why would I want to do something where as soon as I get the ball and run a snap and I'm down somewhere, everybody knows what play you're supposed to run at this point? That doesn't even sound fun. It doesn't even sound fun to say. Where's the excitement at? Everybody knows what's going to happen. So where does it come from? The fact that you were right in picking what they would do out of the myriad of choices that you know they have in that situation. It's fucking boring. So that's why, while I enjoy sports, everyone I enjoy, I hate watching them on television. I cannot stand watching them on television. I guess it's going to be sushi tonight because it is hot. It is hot, hot. So I guess it's going to be the sushi bento box. Yep, that looks like what it's going to be. What up, Ray? What up, Malika? Glad everybody's seeing everybody. Wait a minute, Kansai is more expensive. The fuck, I forgot that about Kansai. It's like the sushi place is right down the street from me. like less than 2 miles away. This motherfucker is more expensive than the place across town, which makes no sense in the world. So fuck them. They're not getting that sale. And if I'm right, this sushi place will actually sell me alcohol, because I do feel like a supporter right now. Otherwise, I gotta drink this Japanese whiskey, and it's too hot for that shit. I'll be here throwing up or some shit. Yeah, where's the drinks? God damn it. There we go. There we go. Look, they want to sell me a 6-pack. I don't want a 6-pack. I don't need a 6-pack of beer. I just need one. Just need one. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't need a whole pack. God damn it. I could fuck up a whole 6-pack of Mike's Hard Lemonades. I can do. It's a DoorDash. I'm gonna get their fucking workout in. They're gonna get their goddamn workout today. We'll be running 2 places. Since Domo is acting not origato. And I'm gonna send your asses to 7-Eleven, and you will bring me. There we go. No Smirnoff vodka. Oh my god, dude. Apologies, you guys. I'm just trying to get some food and libation. And this is one of those instances where you're seeing there's too many fucking options. There we go. Michelada large can. Fuck it. Yeah, give me that one. Not from Safeway. Motherfucker. Fuck you. I don't want it from Safeway. Fuck. Dude, I'm having a harder time getting a drink right now than I was getting food last weekend in San Francisco. Like, this part don't make no fucking sense in the world. Oh my goodness. $7-Eleven is right there and has alcohol, but it doesn't have any alcohol on its DoorDash. It's gonna make you come in the store and get it, I guess. Even though it has an alcohol icon and only has one bottle of fucking seltzer. You know, fucking hell. Some days hookers really fuck up my cool. Some days it really just fucks up the cool. I don't know why. I feel like you got that bottle of white Zen. You can get that. I can fuck that up with some sushi all night long. Then I have to have more ice. I just want some beer. Just some beer. There we go. One goddamn michelada. Yeah. Getting a buck, motherfucker. All right. Now we got food and alcohol on the way. Or beer, not alcohol. Beer. So, sushi is coming. And so is my michelada. Good. I don't want any hot alcohol today. It's too goddamn hot for that shit. It's more so about the interpersonal shit that goes on outside of geek stuff, which is why I actually made this segment part of the channel, because there's a lot of stuff that doesn't pertain to geekdom that I think about and get into. And as you guys know, I hate limits. I hate limits and I hate boundaries. So I try to push them where I can and do something different, or what I see as being different. So today, what am I on about? I have 4 potential dates this weekend. There's only one of them I actually want, and it's not one of the 4. But the one I actually want to take out is giving me some fucked up vibes right now, and it's bothering the shit out of me because it's inconsistent. And I might as well say right now, I've never said I had everything figured out with women. I'm not a lady. But other than that, I always end up having somebody. I always do. Maybe that's why I don't worry about it so much. Because if you use BGS's model, which is you talk to approach 10 women a day, right? For a week, your numbers will be pretty high. Out of those 10, maybe 1 or 2 will respond back to you. At the end of a week, That's at least 10 potential women, right? Well, knowing that, since I'm a smart fucker, if your percentages is higher, the more shots you take, I take less shots. Because I say, fuck it. And I lay in the cut like a good sniper. And I pick off the ones I actually want. Because at least at this age, it's not necessarily numbers that you're trying to put up. It's good kills and good catches. So I'll sit out and I'll watch. Like I'm saying right now, there's at least 4 that would like to spend some time with me this weekend. But none of the 4 is the one I'm thinking about that I would want to spend some time with this weekend. Because most of this dating and mating bullshit seems mundane and fucked up to me. At this age, it doesn't hold the same appeal, right? It doesn't hold the same appeal because women is on some bullshit. They are. Crystal meditation, gardening, and being able to dance for hours and being over 40. And I sat there listening to that shit and thought, this is bullshit. These aren't skills. This is just shit you do. So in my head, I'm like, okay, so you're just artsy. You're good with your hands and you have stamina. Well, congratulations. I don't see you running marathons and I don't see you building anything. So what good is that? To me, really. But then the motherfucker was pestering me about skills. And then I start going through and listing shit off. Carpenter. Now, I only listed my shit in like bulk, right? So I didn't go through and list everything individually. So when I said, carpentry or carpenter, that doesn't go into everything under that I know how to do. Plumbing, electrical, welding, general building, woodworking. It doesn't. When I said I was an artist, I didn't mention drawing. What's up, Toya? Somebody who could put a smile on my face today. I didn't mention drawing, sketching, possibly painting, sculpting. I didn't mention any of that shit. Fucking needlepoint. No, I mentioned none of that stuff. Right? When I mentioned computer programming and stuff, I didn't mention C, DOS logo, none of that stuff, C++, none of that shit. I didn't mention system administration, none of that stuff. I didn't mention any of that shit. I just gave big chunk terms, and even the chunk terms were about 10. And so the response I got back was that, oh, I'm very skilled. Yes, I'm very highly skilled. Which was all useful shit. Because for me, being in California, running into a chick that's into crystal meditation is not a surprise. But at the same time, it's utterly fucking useless. You're telling me you've never had a real job. When I mentioned writing, I broke it up a little bit because I put creative writing, rap, poetry. Many hobbies. They don't. But there's a lot of stuff there's a lot of stuff that is not really useful. But given the fact that there is somebody in life that will always come along and take care of them, or they have the ability to get somebody to take care of them, not saying that they want them or not, they never actually have to develop any useful fucking skills. And maybe that's just the way it is. Maybe that's just the way it is. But even if it's just the way it is, that makes that skills conversation really fucking limited. So I sit here and wonder about this stuff. It was like, where's the tail end of all of this mating and dating shit? Where's the tail end of it? Because at the end of the day, this shit is a mess. It is a fucking mess. I'm not even saying that I'm that invested in it. But at the same time, it doesn't take a huge investment to look at a cesspool and say, yeah, that's filthy. Because I think about people, especially young people, I guess, who really want to, or at least need to get that first real coupling under their belt. You know, an actual relationship that progresses through some stages and steps, can get to the point where you guys are living together, can get to the point where you guys actually get married, can get to the point where you have children in that order, and get to the point where you sending said children off to college or what have you, out into the world as some productive people. It really seems like that is something that is going to be gone. That is a pipe dream. It is something that no longer exists, at least not in a real sense. But you guys tell me, you guys are out here. I know most of you guys are in here, probably aren't even married. I'm not saying you have to be. I'm just saying this is YouTube. You should be interacting. It's not acting like this is radio. You just listen to the voice on the box. For me, I see it as kind of sad, because for people who are not into all this bullshit, it is a desolate wasteland that you were looking in for food items. What I get to is that some of it is just a waste of time. It's boring. It's contrived. It is routine bullshit. Routine monotony. And I, as a Scorpio, hate that. I got in touch with somebody I knew about 2 years ago. And I hit her up because my Google Photos, which I actually kind of hate, um, popped up a memory for what was happening this week 2 years ago. And this week 2 years, and she was nice enough. She was a little geek. We had a good little conversation for a long time, had dinner place and stuff like that. Had a good time. First meeting was a movie, and she was really trying to, throw this shit at her brother, and I took it. Little shorty, nice little legs and stuff like that. So it was interesting touching base back with her because she was telling me about how she was getting things done because she was moving in with her boyfriend. And I thought that was odd in a sense because this woman is about my age, about 40 something, right? She's a little younger than me. And when I hooked up with her, she was recently divorced or still going through the process of the divorce with her husband or some shit. I don't know. I've known her for a couple of years before I actually met her. And it was weird because I'm thinking like, wait, that would mean that, not that I was judging, but when I hooked up with you, you was just slutting around. Which means the new guy was somebody you was slutting around with a year ago. Which would mean things progressed naturally, I guess, or quickly. I'm just assuming it wasn't quickly. In that so I told her congratulations. That's a smart man because look, a little freaky squirter is something to have, especially if you buy, plastic sheets. But I thought it was interesting that to me it seemed really quickly. It seemed really quick. No, it's not your phone. I keep seeing the damn bar going up and down. I don't know what the hell is going on with this Wi-Fi here. And what line did you come in on? The freaky squirter? Hmm. There are worse lines to come in on. Be that as it may, it was just interesting to me to see that somebody would go back to the well again that quickly to actually do, I guess, what would be the normal thing nowadays, or the normal thing, which would be you meet somebody, you date somebody, and then you start moving in with them. Now, the fact that she's moving in with him, I thought was really interesting because she had a nice spot. She had a really nice spot. And it was a nice area, kind of middle class, upper middle class area. But the part that I liked the best was her houses were set up what I would consider European style, meaning that you all had backyards, but your backyard opened into a greater um, park, garden, whatever you want to call it, a greater large area to where you could all access this common park. It was not accessible from the outside. It was only accessible if you stayed around the perimeter of this park. And inside of said park, there was a pool and all this other stuff in there, which I thought was really. She was just uncovered and she didn't like doing that shit. But I thought it odd that I'm sitting here doing the math. I said, yeah, but you was uncovered for about 4 or 5 years, so you was just really getting it in before you found one that was stuck, huh? Okay. So everybody can have a turn on the carousel, and you find a good sucker, they jump off and play, virginal again. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me reading the situation differently. But I thought that was interesting because who's going in for that kind of shit nowadays? Because I'm thinking about it from my situation. I wouldn't live with a woman again. After being married, I wouldn't live with a woman again that I'm not fucking married to or something. I wouldn't. Why? What's the point? No. Relationships nowadays are so fucking fickle. Or women in relationships nowadays. Maybe it's just California. I don't know. Y'all can tell me. They're so fucking fickle. The shit can be over in 3 months. Shit can be over in 6 months. A year? 2 years? Damn. Praying for the best, especially over 40. What's the point? I mean, really, what's the point? I mean, you have to know as a guy. you know, simple shit. Maybe you don't work out at the gym every week. Maybe a couple of days out the week you just stay home. Simple shit. You make some exceptions. But as far as the females, we already know they're sensitive to the environment, like, rats on a sinking ship. So them trying to cozy up and move with you into your place is, in this day and age, suspect. At least to me, it sounds suspect as fuck, right? But she was all in on that shit, so I wished her well. And she gave me some passive aggressive bullshit about good luck on my adventures and stuff because I told her what was going on with me. Told her what was going on with me because there is no shame in what's going on with me. And I told her about taking care of my passport shit and getting the fuck out of here. She was, oh, good luck on your adventures. I'm like, good luck on yours. I can say I didn't delete her number. No, I didn't. Because my thinking is this. It's probably untrue. I probably shouldn't say it because I got a voice in my head saying not to say it, and it's probably Selma telling me not to say that shit. But shut up, bitch. Um, if she was worth it to live with, she wouldn't have got divorced. Her husband wouldn't have left. My thinking. So moving in might be a different story. Might be. Yeah, the stick to itness. Stick to itiveness is something that's missing nowadays, Toya. At least in my experience, that is not something modern women, especially if they involved in a lot of dating or apps or getting a lot of dick, that is not something they're invested in at all. Yeah, Arya's right. Moving in is only good for house sex. Yeah, it's only good for easy access. Other than that, it's a whole bunch of other goddamn problems. Because as soon as you want that motherfucker to get out, you're gonna be going through some shit. And if you're the guy putting the woman out, nigga, you done fucked up because you're getting a whole lot of rights now. And you're gonna be the one left with a bunch of bullshit. At this age, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have a chick moving in. Maybe she can visit, but I wouldn't have her moving in. Not to stay in my place. Fuck no. The whole reason I have my place is so I don't have to have a woman there. So I have to deal with that shit. This fucking internet, dude. I'm serious. I gotta fucking move. This is just too fucking annoying. What I was saying, in case you missed it, Toy, is that you can come up here and you can explain it to me. But, you know, that's if you want to be, putting your business out here in these YouTube streets. I don't think it actually matters. As far as I know, you're single right now. So whatever it was, it was. 1 second, you guys. Let me go grab this DoorDash. tasty food and drink. This is one of the things I enjoy about dating. Is going out and having tasty food. Give me a reason to find some places that I don't usually eat at. Why? Because I'm a creature of habit, like all human beings. And some stuff you enjoy as routine, as opposed to being experimental one day. Which I will drink now and put on my throat. I should have really rethought the miso soup on a hot day. Really should have rethought that. But the Cali rolls and this michelada, I'm about to get fucked up. Modelo. Aria said my kids had to be way older before I even thought about dating. Thought you were married, Aria. By the time I get around to dating, I'd be too old. You'd be surprised. Okay, ASMR. Well, look. I don't even know if that means BTM. I really don't. My brain is tired. I'm irritable. Not good figuring out acronyms right now. I got to be direct. So anyway. There's another skill. I know how to use chopsticks with both hands. Look at this big-legged girl. You hear demanding shit. Drop the leg. Say please. Say that shit slowly. Enunciate. Use your educated lips and tongue. She said, drop the link. Yeah, I heard her, Aria. But she laughed when she said that shit. It sounded demanding. It didn't sound like she was asking. It sounded like she was telling me. I feel some kind of way about that shit. Have to ask me nicely. Just slowly. She said, please. Please what? I'm waiting for the sugar. You dropped the link so I may join you, sir. Oh. Once I just said it that way. There you go, sweetness. There's a little link for you. You can come on up here and express yourself. I do like it when they mind. It's more fun that way. Like telling a woman, Lay down on the bed. What did you say? Lay your ass down on the bed. Jesus. TV ain't got to repeat itself. And here we go. What's good, BTM?
You. Can you hear?
You not have your mic on, or am I just deaf?
Um,
Hear the buzzing, but I don't hear nothing. Hold on a second. See if I got you turned down. No, I do not. Cannot unmute the guest because they chose to mute themselves. Yeah, Arya, you know why? Because there's more and more women getting up to that age that ain't got nobody. And that's sad. Because if there wasn't on that bullshit, there was. That's why that's growth market. Singles 50 years old. Who are that? Gen Xers. What's up, Toya?
how about now? Oh my God.
Hear you a little bit.
I don't know what's wrong with my mic. I don't
There
know.
you go. There you go. It came up.
Okay.
Put it close to your lips.
I'm like right up on it.
That's what she said.
Like if I get any closer, it'll be in my mouth.
Uh-oh. That's a line to come in on. All right, I hear you. I hear you clearly. I think they can hear you. What you got on me, Miss BTM? You up here to try to correct me?
No. So ASMR is autonomous sensory meridian response. And it's kind of a thing on YouTube where people film themselves doing sounds with their mouths or other things that are soothing and calming or arousing to people.
Mm-hmm. Like saying stuff slow.
Like, please.
Ah, gotcha.
Yes.
Please. That is soothing to me. It's nice. But it's just courtesy. I just
Yes, it is.
asked for a little extra sugar on it. Yeah, I just asked for extra sugar on it because I'm a black man, so we don't get that shit all the time.
You always want a
So
little
they spend,
something sweet at the end.
yeah, you always throw a little sugar on it. It don't hurt nothing. Don't hurt it.
I don't know if that was me or you, but I don't hear anything. Uh-oh. Do you guys hear anything?
The fuck?
Okay, I heard that.
Yeah, because this fucking internet right now just keeps bouncing. It keeps going in and off, in and on off.
Oh yeah, your internet is having a good time with you. Is this thing still on? Can y'all hear me? Aria says she's getting her geriatric groove on. I don't think you're geriatric, though. ASM artist and MC, you have to come back. Well, the real reason I even wanted to click the link was to expound more on when we were talking about living with people for the sex. And I was saying, ask me how I know, because sometimes you could live with somebody and still not be having the sex. And I feel like that's worse. Right? Like, y'all are sleeping under the same roof and not using your parts. Just saying. Seems a little counterproductive, I think. Gotta knock you to boots. Yes, Aria, gotta knock you to boots. I would highlight that, but this isn't my stream, so I can't do that. Hopefully, ASM Artisan MC will be back, aka Cartison MC. Yes, UYP Studio. We are on the same wavelength. It's a Friday, and I'm so glad. Oh my gosh, this was one of those weeks. How about y'all? Did y'all have a good week? I hope it was good. I mean, I'm just glad mine is over, to be honest, because I was back in Jersey last week and came back to Texas Monday and went right back to work Tuesday. And it was a week chock full of action. Let's just say that. So this weekend, I'm honestly just going to chill, recalibrate, all that good stuff. Arya said, I spent the week on a fast. Ooh. Ooh. Don't even get me started on eating. I had a day. I'll just leave it at that. I'll spare you all the details. I might need to do that, though. I might need to do a fast. Excuse me. See, I'm having all kinds of indigestion right now. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you that about getting older. Okay, Artisan, are you going to come back, or am I just going to keep talking to your audience? They're not complaining about it yet, but I'm sure they didn't come here to hear me. Toya, if the sex was off, was it the communication or something physical? I think it starts with communication and then becomes something physical, because it's easy to answer that question by saying both. But I think it starts with communication because, well, at least for me, I'm very cerebral. So if we can't communicate, then everything that communicates with me won't communicate with you, if you get what I'm saying. Oh my gosh, Aria, I'm so sorry to hear that. The end of 2022 was rough for me. And like the beginning of this year also, like it spilled into the top of the new year, but I was able to turn it around, thankfully. But it's not cool. It's not fun. I don't take it lightly. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're okay. But yeah, you're right. Got to stroke the mind first. I mean, for me anyway. Like, I'm sure that's not the case for everyone, but it's definitely the case for me. Like, there's no worse mood killer than an idiot. I'm sorry. Like, if you are dumb as a bag of bricks, please keep it moving. And I mean that respectfully. there's somebody out there for you. She's just not me. Like I mean, there's some things I can give you give you a pass for, but being an idiot at this big age, nah. See, don't get me off on a tangent, because I'll keep going. I definitely don't want to leave Artisan hanging here. I'm not even sure what Shaded Negro Part 2 means. See, this is why I love you, Aria, because I don't even have to say that to you. You know, Idris Elba isn't my cup of tea. But for you, sis, yes. If he's dumb and he looks like Idris Elba, for you, go after it. But no, for me, no. He can look like a bag of bricks and be really smart. Honestly, looks are not very important to me. Like hygiene, your ability to wear clothing that flatters you, that's more important to me than um your looks, because it's a crapshoot. It's all dependent on your mom and your dad, and sometimes people that look weird get together and create things that become beautiful people, but just not on the outside. So, and that's okay. Those people deserve love too. There's a lid for every pot. Aria does not say I need a Pookie. I can be friends with Pookies, but nothing more than that. It becomes a mentor mentee type of thing. The only thing I can do for a Pookie is coach them. Make them non-Pookie and better for the next woman. That's the only thing I could do for a Pookie. And I mean, I don't really have the time, to be honest. Like, that's a project. But the same thing goes for an idiot, because an idiot is somebody that I would have to bring up to speed on things. I would have to constantly, trust me, I've done this. I already know. I would have to constantly stop and explain things and like make, draw comparisons so as to make it make sense. And, like I've had to do this. It's mental and emotional labor. And I'm just not at the age where I feel like I need to do that. Like, go read a book, please. So a Dr. Boa, he gives the Savage Pack and he seems pretty yikes. Okay. I don't know who that is. Listen, I think the most important aspect of my personality that you should know is that I'm from New Jersey. Yes, I live in Texas currently, but I am from New Jersey. And I don't know if any of you have Instagram, but if you've ever seen New York Nay on Instagram, she's hilarious. And I resonate with her kind of humor. It's also very true, but it's also very funny. Toya is really highbrow. We fist pump with the best of them. I mean, I like to have a good time. Intelligently.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, I was starting to get worried.
I was starting to get worried too. This is why the fuck I don't need to be drinking hard alcohol right now, because there'll be a whole lot of shit broken right now.
Uh-oh.
A whole lot of shit broken right now.
Yeah, Scorpio anger is not slight.
It can be explosive
Oh yeah.
because we lay back. That's why. because we laid back for so long and we're patient to an extent. But then after a while, you run out of that fucking patience, and then it's just like, nigga, I told you, you didn't say nothing. Been doing this shit for 15 minutes. Like,
Right.
should have.
Can we just talk about this picture of Artisan though? It's a good one. It's like, he's pensive, but he's also giving you that light skin squint.
So, I had some. Hey, Artisan's back. Yeah, I appreciate Toya for holding it down for me, putting her little booty in my seat, keeping it warm for me.
You're welcome. No problem.
Appreciate that. Her Leo energy. Toya don't know this now, but I might be lightweight, a little apprehensive about Toya, just because she's so sweet and shit.
I was gonna say I don't bite.
Well, that's disappointing. That's fucking disappointing. Like, oh well, there
more
goes that
scratcher, honestly.
Yeah, much more scratcher. Yeah, I got over that when I was a teenager. YouTube saying pensive. Yeah, I'm pensive Scorpio. I am the pensive Scorpio. Watch and wait, man. Watch and wait. And I don't know what Aria was saying really too, but yes, I got over the scratches when I was a teenager.
I do bite Aria. It's true, but I mean, like, I have to get pushed to that point. Honestly, it's not something that I just do.
Oh.
I am a cat. I'm a lioness. Like,
Yeah, she's supposed to bite. She's supposed to bite and scratch and thrash a little bit. So okay, that's good. No easy kills. You got that. You got that now.
Yeah.
And now I know. You know it is half the battle. Are you like, I don't believe you, Toya? I think you bite. Yeah, I know she bite. It may not be people where she bite. Sheets, pillows, whatever.
It's true.
I'm teasing.
Not gonna lie.
I'm teasing.
No, we're both fixed signs.
It's unbecoming. It's unbecoming of a grown woman to lie. I bite sometimes. I nibble. Nibble. Yeah, I'm a nibbler. If you can take a bite, then I'll bite you. But if you can't, I'll nibble on you a little bit. It's okay. You'll like it. Not in a bad way. What's that?
I said that's all that matters.
Yeah, see. So that's all good. So what was I talking about before I was kicked off my own stream again? I think it's StreamYards. I really want to blame StreamYards. If I wasn't at home, I would really want to blame StreamYards, but it's just that the Wi-Fi here fucking sucks. And that's one of my requirements when I look for an apartment. Like when I look for a new place, like you gotta have a good Wi-Fi fucking signal because I do things online that I need a stable signal for, and it fucking sucks when it's shitty. Fucking assholes.
I know. In 2023, come on, guys, we can do better than this.
Yeah, exactly. 2023. You want me to worry about AI and everything else, and I had to sit back and think, well, AI might not be a problem because if they ain't got a good Wi-Fi signal, they ain't getting nowhere.
Everything all glitchy.
Yeah, all glitchy. They ain't gonna have a good signal. You gotta worry about Skynet. Why? We going through the internet. They better hope they got good Wi-Fi.
Have you been seeing these people post pictures of their AI babies?
No, but
apparently, yeah, that's a thing.
Okay, I will show you something that I was going to do a trailer breakdown for. What is the name of this goddamn thing? Since I have the strength of my goddamn phone. Let's see what the name of this damn thing is. Oh, it's in my history. It is in my history. So I saw this and I sent the it was a trailer. Okay, this is not gonna keep up now. Fucking hell, dude. Everything is gonna be fucking slow. Everything. This still makes no sense in 2023. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway.
Al Gore's internet would never go out on you.
Yeah, right. When he made the internet, kid should have made it faster. Anyway, there is a movie coming out with Emilia Clarke, Chitwell Ejiofor, and they have this synthetic fake baby together, and they're a couple, black and white lady, right? And then they want a baby, so they have to get approved to have this thing. Caribbean Kareen was good. And it's a big freaking egg. It looks like a mini version of Mork from Ork's little egg. If you don't know who Mork from Ork is, you're probably too young for this conversation anyway. But it looks like a little egg, a fucking living Tamagotchi that they're growing a baby in. So it's basically like an artificial womb that they have to carry around and stuff like that and pretend like they're, taking care of like the old school, bag of sugar, bag of flour babies in high school. And I thought it was so interesting because I had teased BJS about this before when we were talking about the whole artificial womb thing. I'm telling them I wanted a boiling bag baby because if I wanted another child, I didn't want the mother. I just want the child so I can raise it and not have nobody fucking with my creation. So an artificial womb would work because then I can just, buy it and cook it at home, throw my seasonings that I wanted into it and just, boil and bag the baby. But this movie, I think it is actually taking that idea and that people cannot have babies. So they have to get approved. They're on a waiting list for if they can have a child or not. Then they have this child. It's not in vitro or anything like that. They have to actually care for this big ass fucking egg for a while to have this child. And what goes into that. And one of the things that was interesting was that Emilia Clarke's character was pissed off. She's the one who wanted it. She's the one who signed up for it. The man was not on board with that until she got it, and then he became the better parent in a sense. And then she didn't want it. She realized that she didn't actually want this kid. I'm like, wow, that's an interesting way to go. You're gonna let everybody know that women don't actually want to take care of babies.
Yeah.
Get jealous because the men are better at taking care of these babies than them. Ooh, I gotta see this movie to see people pissed off. I can't think of the name of it right now because it's not coming up the way I'm streaming. But what is the name of this shit?
It sounds scary to me. I know it's not supposed to be a horror film, but I'm a little frightened.
Okay, The Pod Generation. That's what it is. The Pod Generation. Let's see if I can do it this way. It's not going to turn into a geek thing because I was doing this whole conversation about just random other shit. Oh, it's going to show it. It's going to play. Imagine the fuck out of that. Well, let's share this and get demonetized together. All right. We can see what toy you think it is.
I've been having the strangest dreams. Rachel, dreams are not reliable analytical material. That's so 20th century.
Hi, Rachel. We're delighted to let you know that we've had movement on our wait list.
We got a spot at the womb center.
Oh, yeah.
But I haven't told Elvie yet.
Oh, why, Rachel?
He wants a natural child.
Well, hold on. You put us on a wait list to have a baby and an egg.
No, it's not an egg.
It's an egg.
Women are reluctant to have children because it's not made convenient. We want them to pursue their careers and dreams.
We can't live in the past. I want to have a child with you.
Let's do it, Rachel.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sure you're all very excited.
Parents are raving about it. It is the ultra solution.
My nephew was born at the womb center, but he doesn't dream.
I wouldn't worry about it.
I can't do it with the pot in here.
What are you talking about? I can't see us.
I feel Alvy is able to bond with our child, but I'm not. Maybe I'm just not ready to be a mother.
You know, no one's a mother just like that. You become one.
Lately, I've been holding on to something.
We are considering having a home birth.
I'm sorry. It's not possible.
I won't raise this child without nature. Congratulations. It's so exciting, isn't it?
I noticed a change in productivity. You do have a baby at the womb center, right?
Why?
What's going on?
Things are evolving.
Your family dynamics are about to undergo tremendous changes.
How can we make sure our baby's not bored in utero?
Oh yeah, we don't want any bored babies.
Well, there you go.
I'm just glad I was on mute
What y'all
because when
think of
she
that
walked
shit?
into that glass,
A little telling for the future
when she
that
walked
humans
into
are
that
no
glass,
longer born; they're grown.
yeah,
Sound like the Matrix to me.
yeah.
What'd you say, Toya?
I think it is in the near future.
said, yeah.
Wait, maybe I should leave and come back because I think maybe there's a lag.
No, I hear you. I was just talking.
Oh, well, no, that's what I'm saying. Maybe I didn't hear you in real time, but either way.
Arya got is punny as hell. Yes, the execution on that was exquisite.
It was scary. I don't know. I don't like it.
Well, sci-fi, good sci-fi should be a little bit scary. It should just take your current time, stretch it into a future a little bit, and see if you like what you see. This looks a little scary. At the same time, it looks interesting.
Can I be really honest?
Sci-fi. You better be.
So, being someone who is unable to have children, and I've talked about that before. We don't have to talk about that, but it made me think about that being an option with this, for people like me who, physically just were never able to.
Right.
But I don't know how I would feel about that child being at a loss in some other way because it was never physically connected to me.
I can see that. I think for women like yourself, something like this would be specifically ideal for you to be able to give women who would want to actually have a child and raise a child the ability to do that. Because for me, from my perspective, a lot of people who have the ability to raise children are not good at raising children at all. It's wasted on them. It's like the woman who has like 5 or 6 abortions. Her womb is useless. I mean, it's
Right.
totally pointless for her to have the ability to keep having children. Because she's killing more of them than she having. Right. But other people who actually love children would actually be, in my opinion, good mothers because they have that empathetic and educational mind to want to teach a child. Can't have children. That's kind of fucked up, right? Like the best people are not the ones who usually have children, usually, right? It's usually the fuck ups. The people you don't want reproducing. Baby's kids, Baby and her ilk. So people like you, yes, I would definitely say that would be something useful. Primarily should go to them, but what would happen, it would be the people with the vanity who would be out having these fucking egg babies, little pod babies. That's what it would be. It'd be the vain people doing it first.
Yeah. Ugh. And I could just see it becoming all designer and ugh.
Yep. What happens when you pick up someone else's egg by mistake? It's an egg napping. Not a kidnapping. It ain't a kid yet. It's egg napping. It's an extraction. Oh, damn. Oh, you got an egg napping. The baby is never burn. Yeah. No, I thought it would be interesting, though. It would be useful. I thought, in my own cynical way, that whole thing with artificial wombs would give women who couldn't have kids the ability to do it, right? In my own selfish sense, it was like, well, if you're going to pay for it anyway, what if I just wanted what I fucking wanted? What if I just wanted another kid? Then I wouldn't have to worry about the whole child support and relationship fuck up and all the rest of that shit that goes into screwing up children. I mean, I could do it without that shit.
I mean, that does make it attractive.
It does. It does in some senses because it cuts out a lot of the middleman bullshit. Because at least in this sense, that way, if you dated somebody, it would only be about them liking you. It removes some of that other stuff where, okay, well, maybe she's secretly trying to get pregnant on you.
Right.
Oh, well, it just slipped up and happened. It didn't just slip up and happen. You stopped taking you took your IUD out. You stopped taking the pill. Like, what the fuck? Cut out on a lot of that shit. Damn sure would make that whole paternity thing go to zero. You wouldn't have a mystery about, oh, it ain't really his kid, like that dumbass Angela Yee video I was watching on Instagram, and this damn woman, you might have saw it, the woman was on there confessing about having sex with her husband's cousin for years, and the baby that she had is the cousin's.
Oh, no.
And the husband thinks it's his. I'm like, you need to go to jail. You need to go to fucking jail. Like, for real. That is so fucked up. And she has no inclination or desire to come clean about none of that shit. Oh, no.
Wow.
Look. And you'd wonder why when the man find out he want to choke the life out of your ass. He's just wrong. She's not gonna stop fucking the cousin. She's been doing it for years. The cousin knows it's his baby.
Oh my
The husband
gosh.
don't know it ain't his baby. They kind of close. I'm like, these motherfuckers is just trash. That is just that is just trifling. That's some trifling ass shit. And she ain't gonna stop because the sex good. Then just go be with that motherfucker.
I know. Because now you're not only ruining one life, you're ruining at least two. And whoever else is connected to them. Like, that's the thing. People are so selfish. They don't think about the fallout. They just think about the moment.
Yeah. I mean, look, if you want to fuck around, do you, right? If you want to fuck around on your husband or your husband want to fuck around on his wife, that's y'all business. Y'all grown, work it the fuck out. But there's a kid in the middle of that shit. There is a kid who will have to deal with this situation when it comes to light. This kid will have to put all of that shit in context. And I can best believe this selfish ass bitch is not going to be there to help that child through that shit. Or she don't even want to own up to it as the adult in the room. So what is she going to be able to do for this kid? This motherfucker is waiting. There's a couch waiting with his child. A couch and a bar stool waiting for her from this dumb shit. That's the part that pisses me off. I don't care what grown folks do. Grown folks do fucked up shit. It's choices. You're grown, and you make your choices and you deal with the consequences. But there's a child in the middle of this. And that child don't know anything about this yet. But best believe, by the time that motherfucker hit 21, it'll find out. It will be known. Somehow, some way, it just happened to come out. Bet money. Everybody sitting there giving this woman a platform to spew this shit. It's like it's okay, there's no judgment. Oh, no, there is fucking judgment. There is some judgment. Just because she ain't using it don't mean we got to use it.
That's the problem.
Well, mm-hmm.
There used to be shame, and now that there isn't, it's like we need to have legislation for stuff like this because shame is a thing of the past. You know, at some point you didn't need legislation for things like this because you had the ability of the other women of the neighborhood to be able to, you know, make an example out of someone like that so that no one else would want to repeat the behavior. But we're at a point now where that's normal behavior and it's, you can just point them out when you know, you're out and about.
Yeah, I agree. When I reposted it on Instagram, that's what I said. False paternity should be prosecutable. You should be prosecuted.
Yes.
I absolutely agree. You should be prosecuted for that shit. That I told y'all the story before that my my son's uncle, he had been with this woman when he was, you know, kind of balling, kind of into some drug thing, getting his money, right? When he's out in the streets. And she had one kid, two kids. So he had three kids with this chick. And they was dragging him through court and everything else. And I remember seeing this dude before my son was born. I was over at the house, you know, checking on my son's mother, right? And then this guy didn't even have a car. He was taking Barton in, walking the street, carrying his son in his arms, right? Happy, proud, nice smile, all the rest of that shit. After these kids was grown, they was past 18, about 21 or so, it turned out that woman came clean and told him them kids wasn't never his.
Oh my
None of them. None of them was ever his babies. All the shit that he went through with that woman over them kids, all the shit that his family went through trying to take care of them kids and stuff like that, when she was a trifling bitch, the last laugh was hers, that the kids was never his, and she knew it. I'm like, how's that bitch not dead? And I know you're not supposed to say that kind of shit on YouTube, but I'm sitting there thinking, like, I know what they went through because I was around for some of it. I know these kids. These kids know me. You know, I'm Uncle Artisan to some of them. Fond memories. That is some really low, you need to have your ass in jail shit. To have you in jail to keep me from wanting to run you over with my car or something. That's some fucked up shit. And I know how much he went through, how much money he went through and stuff like that, doing for them kids. The family did doing for those kids when she couldn't do. It wasn't his kids. 3 kids, 20-something years later, man, yeah. No one. It does sound like an episode of Snap waiting to happen. That nigga just went crazy. No, he didn't. He didn't just go crazy. That bitch was crazy. For even pulling some shit like that. Keeping that kind of live for that damn long. And kids grew up their whole fucking life thinking that was their daddy. Their whole fucking life. And then turned out, nope, he's not the father. Too bad. One of the motherfuckers is named Junior to a man that ain't even his biological son. Motherfucker, you have no shame. None. That wasn't the only one. My brother went through the same shit. Same shit. Child I know forever as my niece.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that wasn't his baby. Now it ain't his baby? 20 goddamn years later, now it ain't his baby? Oh my God. Bitch, you stayed in our house. You stayed with us. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God, dude. That shit needs to be prosecutable.
And this is why I never say that black men are trash, because you had every right to stomp that woman out and you didn't. You practiced a level of restraint that I don't believe I would have had if I was in such close proximity.
Look, if the roles were reversed, if men had the babies and women just got to say they was mama, if she found out all these years later, after all she went through, that child wasn't hers, you best believe she'd try to kill your ass.
Right.
Within 10 minutes. She'd be trying to plunge something through your chest, take you out of the game forever. An aggressive deletion. She'd be on it. Look, I told people before, there's some people walking this earth just because deleting folks is illegal. And I don't feel like going to jail for their asses. That's the only reason they walk on the earth and sucking air for shit like that. That's why I asked people the question before. If the purge was a real thing, who do you think would show up at your door first?
Yeah. Right. And it probably would be someone they wouldn't suspect. Because you never know who's got it. Oh, wow. I bet that was interesting.
Yeah, I told her that. She liked to act like she was so nice and shit like that. And I was saying the same thing you was just saying. Might be somebody you don't even expect. It could have been the guy mopping the floor at your job. Hated your ass because you always treated him like shit. Walked on his freshly wet floors and just grungy nigga. Could be him. You never know.
You really don't.
It makes you think about how you treat people is what it does. Better hope a purge never really happened. Because some of y'all gonna have a line at your door.
But to your point about thinking about how you treat people, I'm not proud to say that I'm a people pleaser, but I do think about how I treat people, and it's still never enough. There will still always be someone who is just turned off by your existence.
Yep.
And, there will always be people who just don't receive your well intentions. So.
Exactly. That's why that's one of the reasons I don't think being a people pleaser, it's nothing against you, but being a people pleaser is not beneficial, because I'm fond of saying that I piss off 3 people a day that I don't even know, and I'm being nice. There's 3 people that just hate me for whatever reason or don't like me for whatever fucking reason they felt like that day, even though I'm being nice as hell to folks. It doesn't matter, because it's about people and their damn emotions. You can't please people who don't want to be pleased. It's like being with a woman and saying, I'm going to put you in a situation to be happy, and she still decides to be miserable. You can't make people have an emotional reaction if they don't want to have that shit. You can't make them like you if they don't want to like your ass. They don't need a reason. They just need an excuse. Because that's all it is. I just don't like you because you always acting like you better than people. Toya, I don't like your ass because you got them full lips and you got a good grasp of the English language. Fuck you, bitch. Like, like, is that even anything to be upset about? Like, my man looked at you longer than he looks at me. Like, oh my God, really?
Like, I can show you where I get these shirts from. You want to get one?
Yeah, exactly. Look, I can show you. You can go to the same rack. You know, they didn't just make this one. This ain't a one-off. Okay, made a bunch of these motherfuckers all over the country.
Right.
No, some people just are predisposed to be miserable fucking people, and they only know how to be mad at other people because they don't like themselves. That's why, for me, I will do nice things. I will do nice things for people that I deem it worthy, but I'm not out here trying to please anybody. Because at least on my side of the world, being of the male gender, people ain't out here trying to please me. They are not. They're trying to make sure I feel as miserable about myself as possible. They ain't trying to see me pleased at all. Because as soon as I'm pleased, then somebody got an issue with it. Fuck you so happy about. What, you taking pride in some shit? No, that's not what's supposed to be happening. So for me, I don't think it's the way to go. I will do things for people that I think deserve it, but more often than not, I find people get indignant and do not respect what is being done for them. Because they just see it as it's just a given because it's supposed to be happening. Like, look, you breathing every day and fucking giving. So none of this shit is a given. You should be appreciative. If anybody wants to spend any amount of time or nicety on you, should be grateful because it's not a requirement. And what I know about human beings is a lot of them do the bare fucking minimum. Whatever they got to do, the bare minimum. So if you get more than that, you on the plus side for one reason or another, and you should be grateful. But Arya said, I once tried people pleasing. The person didn't appreciate it, never again. Yeah, because that's usually what it is. I have a friend, not Toya, because Toya is not my friend, because I try to get Toya.
Oh, we are friends. I am your friend.
Your friend Lee. It's that Prince song. If I can't be your lover, I don't want to be your friend.
Fair enough.
I'm joking. Sort of. But I have a friend. She is what she calls a people pleaser. And what it means is what her people pleasing is it just covers up the fact that she doesn't want to have any backbone. That's all it does. She just doesn't want to have a backbone. She doesn't want to have to say no to anybody because she's so worried about what somebody's going to think about her if she tells them no. She just says yes to shit. And I'm like, well, that's not people pleasing. That's kind of ass kissing. Like, it just means you have an excuse to be spineless. Like, come on now, that don't even make any sense. As an adult, that doesn't make any sense. You're gonna have to tell people no sometime.
That's not very attractive when you're a woman of a certain age.
Look at no one. We can't be friends. Shut up, no one. In a really respectful way. Shut up. No, Toya. I say that because Toya is cool. Toya knows that. Toya is cool. She cool as shit. If she lived close to me, it'd be a whole fucking problem. It'd be a whole goddamn problem. Because I can get, this is not the good old word. I can get fixated. Put it that way. I can get fixated on goals and targets. We're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to do something together.
But you know what I appreciate about that? I appreciate the courage, the brave energy, because there's a lot of scary energy in Texas. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of scary energy around. That's why I don't like that shit. Like I say, is that you gotta, as you grow up, you gotta try to fear less shit, because fear is limiting. You don't have to be fearless. Fear is a useful um, emotion at times for certain situations. But what the society pumps out is that you're supposed to be afraid of everything. No,
Yeah.
you need to fear less shit so you can get more things done. So don't be fearless. That's just stupid. But you should fear less things individually. Yeah, no one fear is the mind killer. Yeah, recite that litany from Doom. That's what it means. Fear is the mind killer. Like, if I was overly afraid, I wouldn't tell Toya shit like that. Wouldn't say it at all. I just keep it to myself and die with it. But I don't have any fear in saying, yes, you are attractive to me. If you were closer, I would try to be up on your ass, but that's just what it is. I'm not closer, so you good. You safe. You're safe. I just get to look at your lips on the internet. I'm like, okay, she's cute. Yeah, okay. You wearing that short dress again? No? Fuck it.
I actually threw it out.
Ain't that
I
about a
got rid
bitch?
of it. Yeah, but I
Ain't that about a
did
bitch?
recently buy a yellow mini skirt though.
Oh, I definitely want to see that shit. Summertime too. My favorite part is about summertime. Tennis skirts and sundresses. My legs and thighs, man.
And I really appreciate that, you know?
Yep.
In a world full
That's the
of
part that make you get up
BBLs.
in the morning. That's the part that look good under the covers. Like, she's still laying there. Look at that shit. Little leg hanging out and shit. Like, god damn. I took a personality test at 19. I was a group called Accommodating Personality. By the end of college, I grew out of that. Nice guys finished last. Yes and no. Because nobody appreciates you for being fucking nice. I'm a nice guy. I am. And I lose out on some shit too because I'm nice. I just accept it as part of what goes on with being me. Because it's not like assholes don't lose out on shit too. It's not like that. Everybody, the fairness in life is that everybody will get their level of bullshit. There is nobody who doesn't have their level of struggle or level of bullshit. It's just not the same. It's all relative. So since everybody will have their level of bullshit, and I tend to be on the nice guy side of it, I'm dealing with my level of shit. That's it. So out of 100 shots, maybe I made 50. Maybe I made 60. But somebody else who had 100 shots, maybe they made 80. That's just what it is, motherfucker. That's just how they are. I wasn't born like that. I could be mad about it, or I can just deal with the shit. I try to just deal with things the way they are. That's, the reality of the situation. I'm not going to turn around and turn myself into something that I'm not at my core. Due to the conversation, I'm fixated on pigs in a blanket. Okay, no one. You left yourself open for a whole slew of dirty jokes that I'm not making. I had like 6 of them just came in like bullets in a clip, buddy. I'm not going load on you. Stop being friends with girls because being truthful with myself that I'm trying to put my boom boom in the poom poom. Be truthful with them about that shit too. My buddy Ron told me, I'll be his name. Just be bold. The fuck they gonna tell you? No. All right, so what? At least they know though. There ain't no mystery there. Like my friend that got mad at me because motherfucker told her if she wanted him to do this work, he wanted to fuck. And she got upset about that shit. But then she was riding in the car with this motherfucker. You can be mad all you want to about me asking, like, what the fuck you doing in the car with him if he was all pissed off. But if you still in the car, that means you obviously giving him up some pussy. If you don't like that image of you, that's your business. That's what you told me that shit. I didn't ask about it. But that's what it looked like. That means you selling that ass. or you agree to give them some. Either way, we know what you are now. You can be upset about it all you want to, but you made that choice to do that damn thing. You put that image out there yourself. They're wearing big black caps. Here we go. No one. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody say, well, Lyle. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. I'm like Patrick Swayze. Nice until it's time not to be nice. Exactly. It's exactly what it is. And that's how you mitigate that nice guy shit. Like Jordan Peterson was saying, you gotta understand how to be dangerous in a problem. Nice guys don't present like problems. That's the thing. But that's your benefit too. That's to your benefit. Because you'll see all kind of people talking all kind of crazy to you if they don't think you dangerous enough to actually hurt their ass. But I can tell you this. When they push you past that point and you are the person hurting their ass, it's a whole different look in their fucking eyes then. It's a whole different look. You can savor that shit if you want to. Because a motherfucker I'm thinking about, I told his ass to stop what he was doing. And he didn't fucking listen. And then when I rolled down on his ass and had his ass in the middle of the street on his fucking back, looking up at me, charged up. Only thing, I'm sorry, just let me get up. Let you get up, nigga. What? Look, man. I'm a nice dude. I'm a nice dude. But that don't mean everything is sweet. No. I got a really angry streak, and I really try to keep a lot of shit under wraps and maintain because for the most part, I don't like people. I don't like assholes. I don't like people who victimize other folks. I don't like bullies. I don't like people who try to fuck over nice people. I don't. So anything that would actually lead to you getting fucked up behind doing some shit like that, I'm probably for it. That's why I don't have a problem with it. That's why I believe some people do need to get fucked up. So
Same.
keep fucking around and think it's all gravy. Oh, this nigga ain't gonna do nothing. Okay. Toy, you probably saw that video I put up today about that black dude in the store with that white dude. He was talking all that shit to that dude.
Mm-hmm.
And he got to get on up to the counter and pay for your drink. Boy, what did that black dude do? Turned around, punched that motherfucker in his face, had him all on the ground, rethinking the decisions he fucking made.
Mm-hmm.
While he beating on his ass, telling him you should have left me the fuck alone.
That's all we be really wanting.
Yeah, leave me the fuck alone. Go about, say what the fuck you gotta say, do what you're gonna do, just shut the fuck up talking to me. If you can't do that, then we're gonna have a whole nother issue. And that's what that white dude had, a whole nother fucking issue when he said that one word that nigga didn't want to hear. That was the word. Like I told you, everybody fucking crazy. Everybody is crazy. Toya fucking crazy. There is a good string of words, probably 3 of them, you could say to her ass that'll send her ass into a rage and she'd be a whole fucking lion on your ass. A whole line, nigga. He'll turn in all that nicety and whatever. She'd be cussing at your ass with good diction.
Very true.
Kicking square off your ass. Everybody crazy. Stop thinking everybody, they just gonna let it slide. No, everybody ain't. But you ain't hit the right point with them yet. But when you hit it, I'll best believe you'll know. You will know. Damn, I'm about 2 hours in on this shit talking bullshit. I've always heard nice guys finish last. They always make sure you come first. Yeah, this is true. This is true, Arya. That's not a lie. I always make sure the woman comes first. But saying some shit like that probably make me a simp. But I'm not. I'm just
We can see the light
I grew up
skin
in a
squint.
generation. The light skin. You saw me squinting without the camera on, huh? Because I was squinting. The way you paying attention. The way you paying attention. Look. I try to make sure people are having fun. I grew up in a generation where it wasn't about you just getting in and busting as soon as you could. It's supposed to be an experience. Like if you ask me, I would say I was Don Juan de Negro, right? Now, the stuff that I grew up on and gravitated to was about actually loving and loving on women. That's what I enjoy. I enjoy that shit. That shit can be prolonged a long goddamn time. Like on a hot day like this, thanks to Spike Lee with Do the Right Thing, but I know what ice can do on a woman. I do. Can I get her to that point? Yes. Ask any ex. They usually, this is probably TMI for fucking YouTube, but I'm tired and I don't give a fuck. Usually, I go 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Meaning, she's going to have to get off twice before I bust once. And that's not a boast. It's just a truism. That's usually what's set in my head to do. I was raised in a different generation with R&B when it was good and all the rest of that shit. That's just what it is. That's enjoyable to me. Everybody ain't gonna do that shit. Some people just want to bam, bam, thank you, ma'am, and I'm on to the next one. Where's your friend at? She was cute. Okay, that's you, nigga, but that's not me. That's not me. I actually enjoy this shit. That's why I get down with fucking Prince, because Prince was about loving women, like fully.
Yeah, it was an
Not
immersive
just,
experience with Prince.
Exactly. It's the song, Shush, break it down. Described everything he's doing. I could do that. I've done that. Created the whole fantasy in the woman's mind. And I did this in the car over fucking text messages. By the time I actually got to her house, she was already gushing. It didn't take much to get her to do 2 more after that. It wasn't much. Because thankfully, a lot of you Negroes don't even know how to actually be a lover of women. You only know how to fuck them. And that's no different than plugging a plug in an outlet. There's a little more to that shit. Study a little more. Just like you study fucking stats and figures on football and shit like that. Why don't you figure out some shit about the woman's body? And that's just me being me. This is shit I was interested in. And I told you I geek out on a lot of different things. This is one of them. I don't give a shit about sports and the stats of what dude was running down what field. We got enough black folks that plays with balls. I'm into other shit. So yeah, Aria, you're kind of right. Nice guys do finish last because they make sure you come first. But that's the kind of shit, because you're a nice guy, women take that shit for granted. And that's when you learn they're unappreciative. But that's also when you seize your own power back and stop fucking with that ass. And let her go back to just being bounced on like a trampoline.
That's right.
And being unsatisfied. He said, what kind of liquor am I drinking this fine weekend? I don't even know if I'm drinking liquor this weekend because I'm really irritable. And that's not a good mix. So I might just stew in my shit. Might just be sipping on the flames of hatred or some shit. I don't know. But I'm pretty irritable right now. And I got some other stuff I need to take care of that I need to be clear thinking for. But if I do drink some alcohol, I'll probably drink this Japanese whiskey, that's Suntory. If it's not that, I will drink some of this Sinatra Select I got sitting around just to feel like I'm having some fine liquor.
Might I make a
Also had that.
suggestion?
Go ahead.
I like Suntory. Have you ever had it with grapefruit juice?
No, grapefruit juice is not one of my go-tos, but
Not
since
mine
you
either.
suggested it, okay.
Yeah,
What did you like
it's
about
really
it?
nice. It marries well together, like a good like red grapefruit juice, but you don't need a
Red
lot.
grapefruit. No, I wouldn't use a lot.
Yeah, just
One or two.
saying, because
Okay, I appreciate that. So since you recommended it, since you and the lips recommended it, I'm gonna try to taste what Toya's tongue enjoyed.
yeah, and let me know.
I definitely will. You know that. So grapefruit juice, a red grapefruit juice, a good red grapefruit
Yeah.
juice. I hope she ain't thinking about some Trader Joe's type of grapefruit juice, and then some
No,
Suntory together.
yeah,
Yeah, I could do that. I'll try
just
that.
a brand that you like and that you is easily accessible to you.
No, this California, all that shit easily accessible. But yes, I will pick up some grapefruit juice. Just make sure they, some extra sugary shit like some Ocean Spray or some
Right.
bullshit like that.
No, yeah.
Don't want the syrupy stuff. It's gonna have to be some actual grapefruit. That's why I said Trader Joe's. But I'll try that shit. I ain't got a problem trying a new drink. I'm not an alcoholic, but it's not a problem to have alcohol when I feel like it. Usually the shit will just sit up there and look at me like, you don't want to drink us? Nah. Just be there when I want you. That's good.
That's how I am too. I have a bar cart with a few different whiskeys on it. And it's like, well, I could have a drink, but I just feel more apt to drink when I'm out. But I like having it here.
Social drinker.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, that's the way I was for a while. Like, one of my things with growing up and being an adult was always that you're supposed to have a wet bar, right? It's just one of these ideas I grew up with. And your wet bar is supposed to have the alcohol that you like to drink on it. It doesn't mean that you're drinking it all the time, but it should just be there for when you want it. That's why, young folks have to go out to get alcohol. Grown folks have alcohol at the house. They don't have to go out for that shit, right? So it's always there. I hardly want this stuff, but when I want it, it's there. And that's just what it is. So good whiskey, because I like whiskey. I don't have any rum right now, which I do need some rum because it's summertime and it's 100 goddamn degrees. This means it's mojito season. It is time for mojitos and micheladas.
I also have a really good sangria recipe if you're into that.
And sangria. I am into sangria like my middle name is Maria. No, I'm into some sangria. That's what I had last weekend, and I couldn't resist. Just saying that shit right now, I got my taste buds jumping like, we can go back there, We can go right back there and get another picture of that sangria, because sangria was good as hell.
Yeah, well, when it's good, you got to go back for more.
Gotta go back for more. I gotta remember my waitress name. Like, I know she go, oh, you came back? Yes, I came for that sangria. Bring a picture quick. Because I'm gonna need some more of that shit. That shit was too good. Too good. Yes. So I do like a good sangria. So, and I got a couple of, I'm in a Mexican Latino neighborhood, so I got a couple of Latino restaurants around me. I went and saw my regular restaurant yesterday, and she was happy to see me because she hadn't seen me in a couple weeks. She said, "What would you like?" I'm like, "Come on now." She said, "Again? What? Look, I like the enchiladas. Goddamn."
Man, enchiladas are good.
Enchiladas and a michelada. She gonna give a big one too. I heard her when she told the little girl in back in the Spanish. She's like, "Yeah, give them enchiladas and make it a grande." I was like, "Hell yeah, hook it up, hook it up." You know who I am. What are you say? I haven't had any liquor in a year. I usually drink on liqueurs, lots of Baileys. Ooh, you like being sick, huh? That syrupy stuff. Y'all women, we love drinking them syrupy liqueurs.
Not this
That shit
one.
is only good if it's mixed with stuff. I like mimosa. Hennessy and mimosa. Oh my God. Hennessy and orange juice. Okay. And champagne. Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. Aria got a stone cold liver, boy. You be fucking around with Charles. I drank Hennessy. I never really liked it that much because I started with brandies and shit. I started with brandies and moved on to. I tried the Cavassiers and stuff. I didn't like that shit that much. But when I got to the whiskeys, I like the whiskeys. Whiskeys work well with me. Whiskeys and cigars. So everybody smokes cigars now. I was smoking cigars and nobody was smoking them. I stopped doing that shit. Everybody started smoking cigars. I was like, I've had my time with it. I'm good. So the only thing that held over was the whiskey. Whiskey is still there. Yeah, no one. Too many meetings with Earl. Too many meetings with Earl. Yeah, you calling him up. What we drinking tonight? Hennessy? Oh, we better be calling up Earl.
No thanks.
Gave up Hennessy a long time ago. Yeah, too many trips with Earl. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like drinking it. It feels like you want to throw up when you're drinking it. That's the thing. It's like I never even looked into how they make Hennessy. I never even looked at how they make Hennessy, but I know if it's on the same shelf with that fucking Christian Brothers brandy, the garbage I was drinking when I started, that's the rotten good. Higher up on the shelf you go, the better the alcohol is, and you don't need as much of it to fucking get you twisted because it's actually produced better. That's the whole point with top shelf and lower shelf. Lower shelf means they rush that shit. It's almost suitable to drink. Friends always had a liquor closet. Our state still had days you couldn't buy liquor, but it never affected us because we always had some. Not that you're drinking every day. Yeah, that's the whole point. You're always supposed to just have it. Like out here, you can always get liquor any day of the week, right? But come Christmas time, holidays, you pick up on a bunch of bottles. They cut the price on the motherfuckers. They sell you the big party bottles. Yeah, bottles and glasses all over the place, right? So you just stock up on some of that shit and just leave it. It's always, relatively nice out here, so you can be a party any weekend. Oh, we got another bottle and another bottle. Sunday, nothing don't close on a Sunday out here. Nothing. There ain't shit closed on a Sunday. So you can get drunk. I know the damn dispensaries don't close on Sundays. So you can get whatever you want on a Sunday. I don't give a shit about the Lord out here. Can leave right from church and go to the liquor store and get you some Hennessy and get drunk in the parking lot and then go right back into church and ask for forgiveness. I was young and used to love Thug Passion. Yeah, I tried Alizé before. I knew one chick that really liked that shit. Too much like cheap mimosa. Man, Alizé used to have me back in the day. My drink back in the day used to be like Zima, that little clear beer, clear malt liquor. Fuckers knew me for drinking that shit.
Mine was Bacardi Limon.
Bacardi Limon, yeah, that's some good shit. I tried Bacardi Lemon a couple times.
Yeah,
that gets you fucked up. If I had to do flavors, I don't usually like doing flavors, but if I had to, yeah, Bacardi Limon would mix pretty good.
I was in high school. Cut me some slack.
I'm cutting you slack. I was there too. At school, right after high school, in the 20s. Like, what else you getting? Somebody can finally buy alcohol. What you buying? All that other bullshit. Like that made up ass Thug Passion drink. Didn't exist before Tupac started talking about it.
Right.
That's like a Hurricane with E40. Because when the 40 first came out, the motherfuckers was drinking Old English, St. Ives, and fucking Carlos Rossi wine. Cheap ass bottled wine you can find in a grocery store. And we was drinking that shit out here and throwing up all over the place, drinking that garbage. Top of the line wine, Carlos Rossi. That was some bullshit ass wine. 40 live out here. 40, if you hear me, my Scorpio brother, you know that's some bullshit wine. Now, you wouldn't drink that shit nowadays to save your life. You got your own alcohol right now for that reasons like that. One time I saw my homeboy throw up so terrible. So he called up Earl so bad. He had some chicks over my house. And we was drinking. We both went to the store and bought a bottle of Carlos Rossi. He had that Chablis, that red shit. That motherfucker got sick. He was so sick. He was throwing up in a sippy cup, like in a sports bottle. He was throwing up in a sports bottle, spitting that shit up. I'm like, good night, nigga. Smelled terrible. Girls was all, oh, he threw it up. I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, you know, ass happening right now. You got to distract this other chick so I can try to get a piece. And you throwing up, you are no use. My wingman is down. Parmesan, yeah, I knew a chick tried Parmesan to the face, nigga. You know she ain't got no liver. She's from west of Oakland, which makes it Berkeley. Just fucking that shit up too. See, you got the judgment. That Bacardi Limon and Sprite. See, you all right, Toy. See, no one got you. You got your back.
That's my people.
Yeah, see, drinking Alizé by time I was 21. I wasn't drinking no more. I had to stop after a point because I was always the one who didn't drink until I started. And when I finally started drinking and smoking cigars, I was a teenager because we was doing house parties out here. And we had went to the little liquor store. We got a couple of White Owls because that's when we started rolling blunts. And I didn't want to smoke weed, so I smoked a cigar. I had the whole cigar to myself, big ass fucking White Owl, puffing that motherfucker straight. And Mad Dog 2020. Because they didn't want that fucking Cisco shit. So we went back in that party, and I'm smoking on this big ass cigar, and this is 90s. So you remember Method Man and Wu-Tang Clan? Everybody talking about rolling blunts and shit like that. I'm smoking a cigar. I'm not smoking weed. I'm smoking the fucking cigar to the face. Motherfuckers thought I was crazy as shit. But it was that. And then it was the Mad Dog 2020. And that was my intros. And I'm drinking heavy, nigga. And I'm smoking this cigar. As I learned
I'm
how
so
those two
grateful.
fit together.
I'm so grateful for your growth.
Yeah, I still smoking cigars. Last time I had a cigar, that motherfucker tried to kill me. I was in Atlanta, hanging out with my homeboy. We went to this club over in it was Buckhead. They tore that shit down now, but there was a club over there. It's called the Cuban Club, and they had a cigar room up there. They had a big humidor, and I went in there. We went in there one night, and I got me some whiskey, and I got me a cigar, and I went back in that back room. Was sitting down back there, drinking my whiskey and smoking my cigar in a chair in the corner. And who was it? I think it was Sam Sneed was in that motherfucker, kicking back, and I'm just sitting there just enjoying my cigar because I hadn't had one in forever. And this chick was trying to talk to me, and I wasn't interested. I was into my shit. Well, the next morning, I could barely get up. I could barely breathe. That fucking cigar fucking killed me. The next morning, I was fucked up. I was out there helping my homeboy remodel these houses that he had bought. I couldn't even work that next day. I was fucked up. That motherfucker really tried to kill me. I was done after that. I was legitimately done after that. Since that time, I think I might have had a cigarette. I had one of my coworkers' cigarettes. because it was just one of those fucking days where I was like, fuck it, I don't care. It's like, nigga, you don't smoke? Man, give me a goddamn cigarette. And I smoked his fucking cigarette. He was sitting up there tripping. He said, I didn't know you smoked. I said, I don't. I said, I have, but I quit. I'm about to have this one, and then I'm done. Because I don't like things having control over me. It's an inanimate object. It shouldn't have any control over me. Smoked that cigarette, and I haven't had one since. That was... should be over 10 years ago. But that's it. I don't smoke anymore. Because I'm a cold turkey motherfucker. I will stop in a minute. Like, you know what? I feel this is having a little bit too much control over me. I'm done. Just to prove a point. And don't go back. Those college days, we used to rum and vodka, $10 a gallon. Jesus Christ. We would have unlimited tap, Purple Passion, Hurricanes. People just had to sleep over. Yeah. You said college. You didn't say jungle juice because that's what they know for out here making.
Yes.
Everything mixed in one big ass bowl. Like, what the hell is in there? I don't know. It's alcohol.
Just drink it.
You want a cup?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you want a cup? I guess. I guess we all go blind together. Yeah, I heard about that aristocrat bullshit. Angry Man and Cerulean was talking about that bullshit aristocrat. I never had that shit. And the way they was talking about it, you'll never see me try it. I'm glad. I'm glad. That must have been some East Coast shit. Hell no.
I ain't never had it, so.
No. Me either. I was like, no, it don't sound like anything I would have wanted to drink either. Like, fuck that. Vodka? That's what my daughter drinks. She drinks vodka. I'm like, you were such a weird ass black Asian girl. You drink vodka? That Russian shit? What are you doing? They make that shit in a vat. That ain't even natural. That's a step away from moonshine. $20 for a gallon. This nigga said a gallon. You're not supposed to be buying gallons, alcoholic. This nigga to the club called the tunnel.
Are you up on like what the young kids are drinking now?
No, I am not.
So they're drinking something called a Borg, which is a blackout rage gallon. They're taking, yes, they're calling them Borgs, blackout rage gallons. They're taking a gallon bottle of, like, you know, you get water or milk out of a gallon. They're taking those gallons, emptying the contents, and filling it with pre-workout and vodka, or Gatorade and vodka.
What?
Yeah, that's what the young ones are doing.
That is some dumb shit. These must be the same kids that was eating them Tide Pods and shit.
It must be.
Look, I thought, excuse me, I thought Patron and coffee was a bad idea. I said, why do I want to drink something that's supposed to relax me and then pep me up at the same time?
Right.
I thought Raging Bulls was a bad idea. Red Bull and some other shit mixed together. Like, no, Nick, why are you trying to make my heart race when I'm supposed to be having something that's a kind of a sedative, kind of relaxing? Fuck no. Gatorade and no.
Yes.
Oh God, that shit hurts saying it. Like my chest hurts saying it. Like, no, what's wrong with these fucking kids? They're trying to speed up and slow down at the same time. This is what Ritalin will do to you. Stop giving your kids these drugs. Thought moonshine was water. Yeah, you figured that shit out afterwards, didn't you? I gave my daughter some ice cream. It was called Secret Breakfast from Humphrey Slocum, a little trendy ice cream spot in Frisco, right? They make their own recipe. This motherfucker had cornflakes, vanilla ice cream, something else, and bourbon in that shit. Ooh. Straight bourbon, like it was an Irish drink, right? And you could taste the bourbon in the ice cream. That shit was strong. I gave some that shit to my daughter. She said she was never drinking. Well, bunch of years later, after she went to college, I found out she was drinking a lot. She drank a lot. I was like, well, that's college life, baby. I'm not mad at you. I just want you to be safe. Just be safe. Don't be stupid. It's college. You're going to drink. You're going to drink in college.
Right.
That's what y'all do. So I'm not upset about it. But vodka? Really, baby girl? Vodka? I don't know who kid you is. But Mom drinks vodka too. Your mom don't drink no goddamn vodka. She Asian. Man, her has to be stripping out somewhere. She start drinking some vodka. You red in the face and butt naked somewhere. You out of your mind? Gatorade and vodka. I did that in college during football games. Great way to stay hydrated and tipsy. I don't think you'll be hydrated that way. I really don't. Alcohol make you sweat. Gatorade give you electrolytes and shit. Like, y'all can't figure out what you want to do. You want to sit up or sit down or stand up? Crazy. That sounds like a heart attack waiting to happen. I don't know. Maybe I'm old. I am old. I don't think I'm.
No, you're just smart. You just know better. That's all.
Yeah, different generation shit. Like, nope. Those two things don't go together. I've mixed alcohol with some juices and stuff like that. I've never, but energy drinks weren't that big of a thing from my generation, right? It was just Gatorade. That was it. Gatorade wasn't actually tasty. It wasn't a bunch of flavors. It was that orange shit, that yellow shit, and it all tastes like sweat, unless you was sweating already. So, no. White Russians, yeah. Creamy. I was always on brandy separators when I did creamy stuff. Dude, it was in a band uniform at 90 degrees Fahrenheit and 80% humidity at work. I take your word for it. You still here, so it worked for something. But you are crazy. You might want to look into that. But it had some effects. It might have had some effects. You ain't accounting for. I think you are already crazy in the 90-degree uniform. Like, God damn. Bang geek. Damn, that's you're definitely a soldier. Definitely a soldier for that. Mm-mm. Anyway, the point of this shit, since I'm 2 hours in, just so you get the title, 3 Shaded Negro. When I went to my little regular spot to get coffee in the morning, a little gas station, Quick Mart kind of situation, went there and saw one of my favorite cashiers, and they all my favorite because they're mostly females, and it's like 6 of them in there. They're actually cute. And they all know me by name. So I'm in there talking to one of the younger ones, who's L, little white chick. Ellie, I think Last of Us. Ellie cute. She cute enough. She got a big ass booty though. She got a big ass booty. I don't even know where the fuck she from. But she nice. We talking. And she saw me in there getting my little road drink, getting my little Slurpee for the road. And she was talking about how hot it was, and I'm sitting there listening to her say this shit, how hot she is, and she felt like she melting. I'm like, you're a white girl under air conditioning. Your ass ain't melting. I'm blacking out in the 100-degree weather, fixing people ACs and shit, right? I got pancake sweat on me right now, like a sheen on my hand, just glistening. And I was like, yeah, well, you know, I was out there today gaining another shade. She kind of giggled at this shit because obviously I'm black, so it ain't nothing for me to make a black joke to somebody white. I mean, they can see what they got eyes. They know I'm black. It's not that big of a deal. But I told her, I said, yeah, I get in the shower the other day. I look like 3 different people standing in that motherfucker. Because I had my arm up, and my arm, and my bicep, and my chest was 3 different shades of black. Yeah, my arm was burnt the fuck. It wasn't burnt. It's just dark as shit. But you get up past my elbow, it get lighter. You get up to the chest, get lighter still. So that's why I came up with the 3 Shaded Negro. because I need an all over tan, I guess. But my arms is dark as fuck. But get up a little higher, look like a goddamn highlighter. So, so I thought it was funny. Thought it'd be
That
something
was
clever.
funny, but I think you should say you went from brown to yellow because I don't think that's 3 shades of brown.
You don't appreciate the brown?
No,
Well,
I
well,
do,
at
but
least-
I have to express some brown skin supremacy over here since I'm darker than you.
No, that's fine. It's okay. I get darker the lower it goes.
Touche.
Yeah. But yeah, my arm, yeah, it looks like an art shading chart. It's like from fingers to shoulder. It's dark and it gets lighter. That shit is hilarious. Fucking hilarious. Embarrassing, but hilarious. So I had my little arm sock on today, a little arm cover. Keep my arm from burning the hell up. That was sitting out the window today. So I wouldn't get completely burnt, but I do got a good watch line. I do got one of those. This one time in band camp, we was drinking vodka and Gatorade. We had to go out there and do a performance, and it was awesome. We sucked, but it felt awesome. 90-degree weather. He said, yep, I'm here and listening. So that was the 3-shaded Negro. The other part was Chicks is funny. I don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. I'm half tempted to just say, fuck everybody and not go out with any of these people this weekend. Let they ass sit there and stew or do something else, somebody else. I don't give a fuck. I really don't feel like being bothered. At the same time, I do. I'm leaning more towards fuck it. I don't feel like it. Because that's the position I'm in. I can say I can feel like it, and I can say I don't. And I'm really feeling like I don't feel like it. I don't feel like being bothered. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I had designs on one person, and they acting funky. I ain't got no patience for that shit. No one funny. That Piccolo play a motherfucker, yeah. Blowing fucking vodka out of his Piccolo. What plans do you have? What I was saying, I had 4 potential dates this weekend. And I was deciding on 4 potential dates, but there was a 5th person that I actually wanted to go out with, and they acted funny style. So I didn't even bother bringing it up. But I really don't feel like being bothered with anybody right now, so I'm probably going to pass on that shit. Because one is too anxious. And one don't have any skills. No actual skills. It's just the artsy-fartsy shit. Which I'm not interested in dealing with, listening to that weak-ass conversation. The other one thinks too highly of themselves. And then the other one will probably not be into the movie I want to go see because I want to go see what is that? Sounds of Freedom. I want to go see that. The person I would ask, I don't think they'd be into watching that shit. And I don't feel like tolerating that. So I'm feeling antisocial. My first free weekend in 3 weeks. And now I'm feeling antisocial. Friday before the weekend, I decided to be antisocial. What the hell is that? Don't hate on there.
I don't know what that means.
Me either. I got both of
Help
us.
me.
Look, both of us. You got toy and artists and stuff. Like the fuck is that? I am. I got a huge vocabulary.
Whoever
What
those
the fuck
people
that
are,
mean?
I don't think I'm hating on them.
Chiaroscuro. I can't even highlight that shit on here. God damn it. This will like one of the few times you will see me go to Google. What the fuck does that mean? This thing gonna pull out a new word. I need to memorize this shit so I can win in somebody's Scrabble game. Holy shit, that's a real word, too.
I didn't doubt it. I've just never seen it.
Pulled up the definition. It says light dark. The definition just light dark. Motherfucker. This is an Italian term. It literally means light dark. In painting, the description refers to a clear tonal contrast, which are often used to suggest the volume and modeling of subjects depicted. Artists who are famed for the use of it didn't even give a pronunciation of this shit. Stupid fuck. Are Leonardo da Vinci and Caravaggio. Okay. So light dark. This motherfucker pulled some bullshit out of me. Ain't this about a bitch? Let's see. Yeah, but God damn it. What they don't do pronunciation anymore? God damn it, dude. Oh, here we go. Thank you. Caravaggio. Huh. But that's not what he said. That's not what his house written. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, Rainfire, you got me. The light dark.
Both of us.
Learned something new today. Thank you. You gave me something new to learn today. Maybe she has an unusual set of skills. Aria, yeah, that's what I said. That's why I told her that she was good with her hands and had good stamina. It was a sexual joke. She didn't play into it. I can dance for hours. I'm over 40. What the fuck does that mean? Okay, so you got stamina. Awesome. I'm not saying you cross country runs. You know, right out there with David Goggins. So, okay, what is your stamina good for? Dancing around? Okay. And a massage therapist. Okay, sounds like a awesome handy J. Shout out to the Crazy X for that phrase because I keep using that one. I think it means light dark meat. Yes, Arya, it does mean light and dark meat. She could do this for hours and hours and hours, I guess. I've never had a decent massage from a female, so maybe that'll work. I don't know. I'm not really feeling like I'm bothered.
MC?
Not really feeling bothered. What's that?
I'm getting sleepy.
Well, go to sleep. I'm getting off of here. We got to do something else because I've probably been boring y'all for 2 hours and 30 minutes with technical issues and everything else. But I do appreciate Toya for coming up here and let me hear her sexy voice.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You even hosted the show impromptu, like while I was kicked off of my own stream.
Didn't want to leave you hanging, and I didn't want to leave your audience hanging. I apologize to them because I'm sure they did not want to hear me for that long, but I'm glad they stayed.
I appreciate it. Aria says she sound like DMX. No, you don't, Aria. I've heard your voice. That bullshit.
Yeah, she's so hard.
Aria, what you want with her? What you really want?
I'll see you on Sunday.
Yes, ma'am. You will see me. Thanks for coming up. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Good night.
All right, you have a good night. That was the one and only BTM, better known as Tell 'em Toya, or the Texan, or the Tudor, or something else with a T. Tantalizing Toya. How about that? You jiggers want from a string. I don't know. Tantalizing, terrible. I was thinking of something vaguely sexual with a T. No, I'm tired. Nothing else is coming to mind. Fucking hell. This is a radio show today. Anyway. Yeah, forever my BTO. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I've sit here and rambled off at you guys long enough. Short version is life is funny. Find something to laugh at and not take it too seriously. It'll be over before you know it. Arya's helping out, saying tempting Toya. Yeah, she is tempting. I'm serious. I would really try to land Toya if I was in Texas. Probably wouldn't work because I'm me, but it'd be fun. It definitely would be fun. Got them thighs you want to nibble on. Just saying. Gotta go find somewhere else to hang out. Here you go. Noostu is live. I might turn Noostu on in the background because I still got some aggressive tendencies I need to get out. So I'm gonna try to kill some pixelated people. See if that, dials it down. I'm finishing my michelada. My salmon is gone. My sushi is gone. My miso is still here. It's cooled off that I would want to drink it now. I still got some salad, so. Yep, Noostu is live. Noostu is live, and I think Mr. Z is still live, too. I should turn on Gran Turismo and see if I can get his good political talking ass to finally get on a race, because I got some new cars, and I need somebody to talk shit to. I'm on a stream, so I can't talk dirty to Toya. Keep it professional. Like I'm killing Sims or something. They simulations, are you? They are simulations. When I played a Division, I played a Division 2. The NPCs talk back. They talk shit. And they come after you, too. Want to get you, fucker. Shit like that. They deserve it. And I have no problem with letting them have it. It's them and me. So that is relaxation. That's what people don't understand nowadays why grown men play video games. Well, number one, we grew up on them since the 80s and 90s, dumbass. And the other thing, it's relaxing to us. It is a stress relief for us. So shut up and let us have our stress relief. You like to go shopping or talk shit with your girlfriends or watch stupid ass television, do your shit. We'll do ours. Yeah, they talk back, Arya. They talk back and chase you. They talk shit. They talk major shit. And they come after you. Males and females. The only thing about this game is a lot more female NPCs. I'm like, did they know what they was doing? Because there's a lot of chicks getting killed in this shit. But look, if that's the game, that's the game. She getting shotgun to the chest. I don't know what to tell you. Doing drugs and all kind of shit. Crazy. The tantalizing Toya is laughing. But all right, y'all. I'm getting out of here. Thanks for spending some time with your boy on this Friday on a PMDM. I try, Toya. I mean, Arya. I do try. I try to slay them out. Everybody needs a good slaying nowadays. Thanks for listening to my bullshit for a while. This might stay up. It might not. It'll probably stay up. But I will talk to you guys this Sunday. And then we will get to talking about some geek stuff. And I will try to contain the stream to just talking about geek stuff first. I will try. Not promising anything, but I will try. There's a lot of days in between now and Sunday. So we'll see what happens. Appreciate you coming through. I've been Artisan MC. And I will see you next time. Peace.